Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about this painting right above me. This painting stuck out to me in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, France. This is known as the Pave de Chailly. The artist responsible for this work is Claude Monet. He is a French artist, and I could not unfortunately figure out where it was made, but Monet made a lot of his paintings in France, so that's what we're working with. But the medium of this work is oil on canvas, and the period of this work is Impressionism because it was made around 1865. Some historical relevance behind this work is that it was inspired by one of Edward Monet's, pieces of work, which is known as De Dehonner sur la Herbe. Dehonner sur la Herbe. That's the painting by Edward Monet that inspired Monet to create this painting. I know it can get kind of confusing, but overall, that work by Monet inspired Monet to make this painting. So that's a little bit of historical relevance. And why this work is important is because Monet set about immortalizing the forest of Fontainebleau with his brush and led the spectator to take part in this walk on the Pave de Chailly by his angle of view as perceived by the human eye. So whenever anyone is walking past this painting, the viewer is always able to see it from their own point of view because of the way that Monet painted this. He was very specific about that detail. And a defining characteristic is that the landscape is bordered by opulent vegetation without any human presence, and the green and brown tones contrast perfectly with the white and blue sky. So that kind of goes into my personal observation. I see a fall day with the leaves on the ground. I see fall colors. It's very orange, brown, yellow leaves. Kind of the leaves are starting to fall off the trees, so they're starting to become bare, and it looks a little sunny. It just looks like a walk in the forest. And so basically why I chose this work is because it reminds me of my home back up north. I was born in Wisconsin, and I used to always go on walks in my grandparents' backyard, and this is literally what it looks like. It just takes me back to my childhood, and I think it's beautiful, and I just love the fall days. They are the most beautiful thing ever. So that's basically why I chose this work. Some historical contributions to Monet is that Monet was the initiator, leader, and advocator of the Impressionist style. Monet also developed his method of producing repeated studies of the same motif in series, changing canvases with the light or as interest shifted. So Monet is known for creating paintings in the same area, but changing the light or just changing little tiny details. So he has multiple different series of the water lilies, which is a very famous painting of his, but he changes just a little bit about each painting. So he's known for that. And a fun fact about this piece of work is that it is also known as taking a part in the forest of Fontainebleau. Thank you.